What is up, everyone? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. I have a review for you. Let's get into it. All right, guys, I'm really excited to check this one out. We got another new model from Kizer with their clutch lock. You guys know how I feel about that clutch lock. We're going to be looking at the Kizer Sub 3. So this is a really interesting one here that we're going to be taking a look at. What we're going to do is run through some size comparisons, profile, weight, cutting, and then we'll jump into my thoughts and impressions. Let's go ahead and kick it off with a couple of size comparisons. Here it is against the Devo Knives Growler V2, and here it is against the CJRB Prado. So you got a medium and a full-sized EDC on the table, and you can tell this one is a smaller size. Very comparable to the Para 3 Lightweight, but we're not going to bring that out here today for the size comparison. Instead, I wanted to bring out the CJRB Echo because I felt like this is one that is really interesting that I haven't been using for size comparisons because there's a wide range of availability on that Echo. You can get it as low as 50 and as much as just over 200. Here it is against the Spyderco Shaman, and as you can see, again, it is a small knife, so we'll use the small knives for the profile comparisons. Let's start it off with the Echo here. With the Echo, these two are coming in pretty close in thickness, and then we'll bring the Devo Knives Growler V2 back out here as well. And very comparable. You probably could say that the Sub 3 is slightly thicker. Let's see how it'll carry in pocket. So coming in out from the top, very similar as far as width, but it's going to ride the most shallow out of all of these on the table, I think. Yeah, definitely the most shallow. Let's go ahead and grab the scale and we'll check the weight out, and then we'll just do some really light cutting with this. Nothing major, guys. Coming in at just over 3.5 ounces, not bad at all. We're going to take it down to the garage and do a little cutting. All right, let's see what this little guy is made out of. You know, I do enjoy Kizer's 154 cm. Seems like it has a pretty decent edge. We're just going to do a couple slices here. Very comfortable in hand. Very good factory edge from Kizer. Let's just take it one more time through here. A little bit of a thicker geometry. You can kind of see it on the paper. Maybe. You can kind of see where it's just splitting it a little bit. Maybe even hear that a little. Yeah, good factory edge. Very comfortable ergos, guys. I'm really digging the aluminum. Let's go ahead and kick it back up to the desk. All right, so we're back from the garage. As you can see, pretty good ergonomically. I am 3.5 finger grip on this one. It is a smaller knife. Going to be very friendly for carry, though. It's going to be something that takes very little pocket space, and just very easy to carry because it's a very compact knife. Now, ergonomically, I do feel the pocket clip a little bit, but it's not awful. Nothing hot, nothing really digging. I can just feel that it is there, but it is a pretty overall comfortable grip. A little bit of a thicker geometry, so I feel like for this EDC, they made it more of an all-arounder. It's going to do your poking, your power cutting through the push, and it's going to be able to do your detailed cuts fairly easy. It's not an awful angle. I have found like if I just lay flat and almost come beside it with the pinch grip with these drop points, they're not awful. You do have to get up a little bit higher than your sheepfoot or your Warney for sure, but it's not really that bad at all. Nice little swedge out here on the tip of the knife. The coating seems well done. I really like Kizer's black wash more than I do just their straight DLC. This looks like it's just more of a straight DLC. So over time, you are going to see the patina where it wears down from cutting, especially if you're doing stuff that is an aggregate like cardboard, rope, things that are abrasive when you cut through it. Those are going to leave marks more quickly. This does have their 154 cm, guys. They do a really good job with that. The 154 cm has really good edge retention, very good ease of maintenance, and very acceptable toughness. The clutch lock on here feels really good. What I didn't check before this review is it adjustable? It is. So you see their clutch lock mechanism there. It has those adjustable pins, and that is how you're able to adjust the tension on here. This one here looks like it's on the strongest hole. I don't know if that was done by Lefty. Shout out to Kevin. Thanks for letting us check these out, my friend. I appreciate that very greatly. You have relief cutting in here, and it's very uniquely done. I don't know why I put the flashlight away. It is very uniquely done how they did those relief cuts there. I don't know if you can see that, but they have those long relief cuts on it, and very cool all the way down on both sides of this with the full steel liners. It is a little heavy for a small knife. It's not awful, but I feel like the weight plus the aluminum makes it feel a little bit more premium than what you're paying for on this particular knife, which is 89 bucks. So you're getting it for just under $100. Very smooth action. The clutch lock feels very nice to deploy. Doesn't feel mushy, especially because you can adjust that clutch lock. I can easily reverse flick this one. I just go underneath the thumb stud like you see there and just kind of kick it out that way. I will say I think this would have benefited if they could have brought those thumb studs in just a little bit more. It looks like they put it out on the furthest point, but I think if they could have brought that in a little bit more, it would have done a little bit better. And I mean down, not further over. That would have probably just brought it in a little bit closer to the body, and it would have been that much more crisp to deploy. I feel like the longer I've been around crossbar locks, the more that I realize these do much better with a nice tight to the body thumb stud that brings it nice and low so that you can really just fire that out and you don't have to really worry about how the detent feels. I like how they did the back spacer on here. It is like a quarter length or more, almost a half a length. And it's the same aluminum, it seems like, or at least it's coated like the aluminum is here. And I really like the way that that looks aesthetically. The aluminum coating on here is very nice. It's got grip to it without feeling really rough or anything like that. So very nice to feel in the hands. For $100, there's a ton out there that you can go at. You can go look at Drop Bear. You can look at the Escort. You can look at the Dodson, which is going to be more premium. It's going to be titanium and N390, and it's going to be about $100 more, but I'm just looking at a crossbar lock option that's a little bit more upscale, and that one has more of a reverse Tonto, or that has a reverse Tonto blade shape as opposed to a drop point. But there's a lot of alternative recommendations out here. I like this one. I would probably say I'd probably go to the Drop Bear just because I can comfortably get 4 fingers on there. This one here is a little bit tight for me, but if you want something smaller, and it is coming in at a little bit of a lower price point. So, and I do like that it has the nested liners versus the steel liners that you see on the Drop Bear. So that is a plus in its favor also. You know, this is worth a look. 90 bucks, not bad at all. Let me know what you think about the Sub 3 down in the comments below. Shout out to everyone who watched to this point. It does help the algorithm. Thank you. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. If you did enjoy the content, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you follow along. Thanks to everyone out there who is a channel member. I appreciate that extra support. I love you guys. I hope all of you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.